Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Most of you know that I've been fighting the little birds, and actually Mark and I have come up with a bit of something that I think will help. So why don't we go ahead and get to that footage and see what we can do about all these little birdies. Okay, so I know a lot of you have been watching the videos and stuff and seeing the frustration with the little birdies in the yard, and they've gotten into all my sunflowers and my squash and stuff, and they've tore them up pretty good. And we sat down and we had a nice talk, and actually we have so many really wonderful and really pretty birds, and we really don't want to run them off. I absolutely would not want to run the songbirds and the cardinals and stuff off. So we have come up with a solution. We are going to distract them. Yeah, I bought a couple of really nice figures today, and I've had figures in the past, but we really haven't thought much about it recently because we have so many plants and stuff that put off seeds and everything in the vicinity, and didn't really think that I needed to do it this year, but obviously I have to. So we have this really nice seed mix. That is a traditional seed mix for cardinals and everything. And actually, I really enjoy the cardinals in the yard. And one thing that I really enjoy is seeing their big red plumage up in all the trees. And I really enjoy it. And I don't want to run them off. I really don't. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get that seed out. But the other ones that I really enjoy are the really tiny little songbirds. Actually, we have little tiny yellow canary birds, and we have some really nice little finches that sit out here on the front porch, and they sing to us every morning. So I got some seed for little birds, and what's really interesting is that we have catbirds here too, and we have one that we like to call Simon, and he sits up on the roof, and he goes through his entire repertoire every day, and it's really interesting to sit and listen to his news and weather reports every day. So we don't want to run them off because we really enjoy all the songbirds and everything here. So what I really want to do is distract them. And we have so many big Bradford pears and stuff in the front and the side yard. So what we actually decided on was to go ahead and distract them. And we're going to put out a few bird figures. Oh, that's so cool. Go ahead and get in here for a second. That is really tiny little bird food. And the little tiny birdies would probably really enjoy that. And what I have here are nice long bird feeders, and that will sit about 6 birds at a time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill these up, and I'm going to put them on the Bradford pear that's right about at the end of the porch. We had a really bad thunderstorm that came through, and it knocked a really big branch out of it. And it's not really the time of year to go ahead and cut them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of bird feeders in it. And probably next spring we're going to go ahead and so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 Bradford pears in our front and side yards. And you're not really supposed to cut them until right after they bloom. So we'll probably go ahead and leave them for this year. And cut them again in the spring. Well, not again. It's been a couple of years since we cut them. But we'll probably go ahead and cut them back pretty good come next spring. But I have a funnel and a cup. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill one of these up just for the little birdies. Sorry, I'm so easily distracted, but I really do enjoy all of the little songbirds in the yard, and I hate to run them off, I really do. So I think maybe the best thing is to just give them something else to get into. That's an awful lot of seed for little birdies. So we're going to go ahead and get this filled up. I really do hate to run them off, because when we come out and sit on the porch in the evenings and watch the lightning bugs and stuff, we really do enjoy them coming out here and singing for us. And anybody who's watched the channel knows, ooh, that's full, knows that we have cats. And the cats really enjoy sitting in the windows and watching all the songbirds. So we're going to just go ahead and distract them. I'm going to get that one. There's one entire bird feeder with 6 little perches of all of that little tiny bird food. And I have a second one. And I have a classic mix here, because it has sunflower seeds and stuff in it, which is what they're getting into. They are tearing up my sunflower seeds and my squash seeds and stuff. And that is usually cardinals and some of the bigger birds. So if I can find, oh, I have obviously lost it. We're going to put some of this bigger bird seed in here. I absolutely love watching the Cardinals. And we have a lot of the little tiny yellow canary birds and stuff too. And I definitely want to keep them in the yard because we really enjoy it. But they really are tearing everything up. So we're just going to kind of meet in the middle. Oh, there's lots of really good sunflower seeds and stuff in there. Ought to keep them busy and out of my garden. Whoa. It's a pretty heavy bag when you're sitting down. But it's a whole nother bird figure completely full. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go out here and actually the Bradford pear is at the end of the porch, just a little bit to the right. So I want to keep the birds in the yard, but I don't want them in my garden. So we're going to do the best we can. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to hang them up, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've got, that is the little tiny seed figure, and I have the larger one over here, and I really hope that they come over here and they eat up all this good seed, and maybe they might leave my gardens alone a little bit. And with that really tiny seed, I hope that we get a few more of the little tiny canary birds out here. They're so pretty, and they're kind of rare to find, but I'm really hoping we get more of them. Okay, so that's all the footage that I have for today. I got both of those big bird feeders out on the Bradford pear, and you know me, I'm not gonna run off a critter if I don't have to. The songbirds around here are so wonderful, and the little itty bitty tiny feed will bring in a few more of the little yellow canary birds, and they're actually kind of rare, believe it or not. We've had, I think, one mated pair come and make a home here, and I would really like for more of them to come. But some of the little birdies are tearing up my garden, and after a long discussion with Mark, we decided that there's no way that we're going to run them out. What we actually want to do is distract them and put them where they can still get feed and still hang around, because we really enjoy coming out on the front porch and listening to the little songbirds, and we really enjoy Simon and his little newscasts. So that's what we decided to do. We're going to go ahead and try to distract them. And yeah, definitely want to keep them around. But anyway, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little bell to let you know when we put out any other kind of silly video. And if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything you have on your mind, please put it in the little box below. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, because it's actually about supper time. So don't forget, we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.